Hey y'all, what's happening? It's Smarty, and you are tuned in to the 4th episode of Smarty's World, and we are broadcasting live from 1962. I say 1962 because there's been a series of events happening over the past 2-3 weeks that just kind of make me feel like we have regressed in a lot of ways. First example was the whole pool situation that went down in Philadelphia about the black kids going into the club or whatever to swim with their group or whatever. They were paid, you know, the swim club was paid $1,900 for these kids to come in and swim, but they were told to get out of the pool because they don't allow minorities. Okay, so that happened a couple weeks ago. Just when I was getting over that, Henry Louis Gates gets arrested outside his own home. Wow. That's, I didn't even know it was possible. So, you know, hey, hats off to the police officer who arrested Skip Gates. I'm saying, you guys did a freaking outstanding job. Okay, first off, if you guys have not heard about this, first let me tell you about Skip Gates. Skip Gates is a professor at Harvard University, the Ivy League Harvard. Yes, a black man, short black man with a cane. Apparently he was being loud and tumultuous to a police officer. That's what was in the report. And he got arrested for disorderly conduct.
This is such a crock of shit.
Wow. A 5-foot black man with a cane being disorderly. Like, is that even possible? Like, seriously. If it is, tell me. I mean, because my dad is a 5'4" black man with a cane. Granted, he gets loud, but tumultuous, threatening, psh, whatever. Alright, so anyway, basically what went down, they called the police. He and I'm assuming his female companion, it was a white lady, like 15 years younger than him. I'm assuming that, you know, it's his companion or whatever. Anyway, they called the police to the home to basically find out if people were trying to break in their house. Alright, so police got there. Henry Louis Gates was sitting on his steps. Okay, the call that they received was, you know, two black guys wearing hooded sweatshirts. They're trying to break in the house. Alright, so they came, they showed up, they observed Henry Louis Gates sitting on his steps, and they asked him for ID. Now, why would you come into a man's house and ask him to identify himself? Okay, whatever. Maybe that's standard procedure. It ain't no standard procedure I ever heard of, but whatever. Okay, so after Skip Gates basically said, I'm not showing you ID, they get upset. You know, what basically happened, he ended up having a back and forth with the police officer, and, you know, he got arrested. Before he got arrested, the police officer asked him to step outside. Now, according to the police officer's report, Gates basically amped. He's like, you're only asking me for ID because I'm a black man, and I can believe that. I mean, hey, it's Skip Gates, right? I can believe he said this is how they treat black men in America. I can see that. Okay, but he asked him to step outside. The one thing that kind of makes me think this whole thing is just jacked up and it just falls apart is he said, can I speak to you outside? And Skip Gates said, I'll speak to your mama outside. Can y'all imagine Skip Gates saying yo mama? Seriously? No. Anyway, so long story short, he got arrested for disorderly conduct because he got loud with the police officer outside. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of think that's entrapment. If he's amping in his house, he can't arrest him. If he amps outside, he's in public. So, if he got arrested for disorderly conduct out in public, what do you think? I think it was entrapment. That's just me. Anyway, I'm I'm just saying, I think the whole thing is going to go away, and it should, but I don't think it's going away quietly. I think Skip Gates should do everything in his power to pretty much make noise about it, because my concern is how many black men has this happened to who don't have the means or the resources to get out of this situation, who don't have the kind of connections that Skip Gates has. How often does this happen? And seriously, should it still be happening in 2009? I mean, really. First, you got black kids who can't get in the pool. Then you got Skip Gates getting arrested outside his own house. HBO is doing some documentary about the first integrated prom in a Mississippi town. Are you serious? Dude, this is 1962. And if you know like I know, better get to looking around. I just feel a need to just start singing "We Shall Overcome" and just everything all at once, because I'm scared. I don't even know if I can vote in November. This is ridiculous. Anyway, you guys can catch me on Facebook, facebook.com/TSJ2003grad. You can also catch me on Twitter, twitter.com/2003grad. You can also check out my blog, Difference of Opinion. I'm also contributing to sistersports.com. I'm everywhere on the net. Just gotta catch up with me. Until next week, remember, yesterday is history, so we thought. Tomorrow's a mystery, but today is a gift, and that's why we call it the present. So let's make the most of it. I'll holler at y'all next week.